It's time to fall back. Joining me now is Grammy-nominated musician and composer Jon Batiste. He's recorded and performed music with a wide range of artists, from Stevie Wonder to Ed Sheeran. He has a new album called Anatomy of Angels Live at the Village Vanguard. You can catch him, of course, every weeknight as the band leader on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And we're also thrilled to welcome Emmy Award-winning journalist Savannah Guthrie, co-host of The Today Show, NBC News chief legal correspondent, also a New York Times best-selling author for her children's book, Princesses Wear Pants. You heard it here. Nice to see both of you.
Shaking down.
There it is. Two first-time fallback guests together. You guys look like chess pieces. You look incredible.
We're ready to make beautiful music,
Let's
right?
do it. I'm ready, moving.
Savannah, what needs to fall back?
Okay, Ari, I've been meaning to talk to you about this. I think season 2 of any show needs to fall back, because even when it's good, it's bad. You know, like, you're so excited. You love a show in season 1. I loved Homeland, for example. Season 2, a disappointment, right?
Wow.
Big Little Lies. I loved season 1. Season 2 was good, but it wasn't as good as season 1. So I think season 2 is almost always a letdown. So I think it just needs to fall back and maybe just skip right to season 3, or just keep it at 1 season.
So you believe in the sophomore jinx?
I do.
Do you think people know? Do people know season 2 is going to be hard to keep the magic, but we haven't grown enough for the later season?
Yeah, I think actually it's a growing season, literally, because they're like, well, we know the show was good enough that people want more of it, but we didn't really actually think this far ahead to know what season 2 would be. By season 3, they've worked out the kinks.
Yes.
But, you know, I think, like, even Mad Men, season 2 was good, but it could never be as good as season 1.
My issue with Mad Men is it was mostly meetings. And I was like, I have enough meetings at my real job.
I don't know, man. Season 2 is like where they try to do what they did for season 1, but they know they can't repeat themselves.
Yes.
So then you got to be like, well, let's zhuzh it a little bit. I think you got to quit while you're ahead. I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, season 2, fall back.
Not to flip a fallback onto the other guests. We don't usually do that. But this is a special fallback. A lot of artists, as you know, struggle with their sophomore album.
Oh, my goodness. That sucker come out. Sometimes it's like, yeah. Other times,
I mean, Jay-Z's widely considered worst album is his second album. And he says it was the expectations were raised, but then he had to go bigger. He went too pop. And he lost his voice. And then his later albums, as you know, everyone said, oh, no, you're great again.
Well, it's like you live your whole life building all these experiences into your first album. And that's your first album. That's like your whole life's experience. And then your second album is like, okay, we need another album. And you didn't think about it.
Right. You're like, I just got to get to the summit. It's like climbing Mount Everest and then not knowing, like, how to climb down.
Absolutely. You're like, okay, now that I've felt, it's like bombing. Like Chappelle says, you know, bombing is the greatest thing that can happen to a comedian.
It frees you.
Because it frees you. It's like, okay, well, got that out of my system.
Yeah, it's liberating.
I know you're busy, so I don't know how much you watch The Beat, but that's good news for us, because we bomb pretty regularly when we do our jokes around here. All our dad jokes bomb.
I don't believe that.
Well, ask around, Savannah. Ask around. Jon, what's on your fallback list?
Okay, so hot dog flavored ice cream sandwich, or a hot dog and an ice cream sandwich put together.
Yep, this is a real thing.
I can't mess with it.
It's wrong.
It just ruins a childhood pastime of mine of getting the ice cream sandwich, you know, the long ones, or sometimes the Neapolitan ones with the 3 different flavors in there, and you just have it after you play basketball or you're out skating or something, and you get an ice cream sandwich. And now they're going to ruin my nostalgia and the imagery of my childhood by placing this hot dog flavored abomination in people's freezers. I'm going to go in somebody's freezers this summer and I'll be like, what you got in there?
This, I think, first of all, we tackle the big issues here. So thank you for bringing this to the table.
Well, absolutely. You know, I got to do it, Ari.
Second of all, this is that thing with, I actually think this applies to a lot of things with technology. This is sort of flavor science, if you want to call it that. The fact that we can now do things doesn't mean they should all be done.
Yeah,
that's right.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And you know why I object to this? It's taking 2 good things and making 1 bad thing. I love an ice cream sandwich, and I love a hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
But I do not love a hot dog ice cream sandwich.
No, show some restraint.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Anything else on your list?
Yeah, actually, I'm glad we're here to raise these issues. and I think I speak for all of womankind, that the air conditioning in the office in summer is far too cold. It's freezing. It's like a meat locker.
Yeah.
Over at the Today Show in the studio, I swear they must hang meat overnight and then remove it because it's like 42 degrees in there. We can see our breath. All the guys are like, it's perfect, it's perfect. The girls are freezing. We have chills. I literally have a space heater in my office.
Oh my goodness.
In my own office,
And
just to keep it. There it is.
Oh,
there's my
got
space
it.
heater, which I think violates like 10 30 Rock rules. But there it is. My
that's like a
contraband
hazard, right?
space heater.
You got
Yes.
that space heater.
Yeah.
I didn't know we would have a little scoop here today. But the Times article that you're citing,
Yes.
Savannah, of course, cites that this is actual unseen systemic discrimination because the formula was devised by men who are wearing different outfits than women historically in the workplace.
Ari, I wouldn't come here and bring you an issue without it being substantive. Of course it's important. I mean, this office thermostat is often it's 68 degrees or so. These buildings were built for a time in the 50s and the 60s when it was men going to work in three-piece suits, and they have not caught up with the times. And women are coming to work and they're cold and they're having to wear blankets and have space heaters, and we're not going to take it anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it. I'm from the South. I don't even like air conditioning.
You know what? I don't like air conditioning either.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm from Arizona. It gets too cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What part of Arizona you from?
Tucson.
Oh, yeah,
It's
Hotel
hot.
Congress.
That's right.
John Batiste,
Man.
congrats on the new album. Honor to have you here.
Thank
Savannah
you.
Guthrie, longtime fan, first time having you here.
I hope to come back.
And I love coming on the Today Show with you. We'd love to have you as a fallback regular.
I would be honored.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.